What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Let's talk about this, man. Man, R.Kelly is a sick dude, man. The more and more people come forward, the more this case continue to just, man, there's so many people coming forward now, it ain't even funny. I just heard an interview with R.Kelly, blood brother. Go to the Tasha K Unwind channel, and unwind is not unwind. It's unwind, like you drink wine, because she drink wine all the time. That's a way of justifying being an alcoholic. This what I do. I roast, baby. You don't want none of this. Anyway, yeah, Tasha K Unwind. With that being said, yeah, he on there, man. He talking about how his brother tried to put a hit on him or got a hit on him. He asking for police protection and things like that. But this brother touched on some things when he was asked the question of the rumors that was out there of R. Kelly allegedly having sex with one of the family members. And his blood brother, same mother and father, came out and let it be known. Yeah, he did. He had sex with our cousin. She was 14 years old. And they alleging that this 14-year-old girl also has a baby that they believe to be R. Kelly, even though blood tests haven't been done on the baby to see was it true. He was also asked if this girl who he was having sex with, is she related to the person R. Kelly was saying was molesting him? And his brother said, yeah. So she asked also, so do you think this is some form of revenge that R. Kelly is getting due to what was done to him? Then he was like, yeah, he believes so. Then R. Kelly's niece come out, and she speaking about how he would basically making sexual advances towards her, trying to get her to come move and live in with him and kicking his legs across her lap and things like that, telling her to wear certain outfits and things like that. This dude got a problem, man. This dude really got a problem. His brother goes on record and his brother says he know his brother, and this is not his brother. This new guy, he say R. Kelly is actually possessed by a demon. He say this is a real demon. I saw it in him, and I know my brother. This is not him. He didn't used to be this way. When he started getting all that money, getting big, then this is what happened. When he said that, it just clicked on an alarm to me, man, because like I told people, the same thing you hearing about what R. Kelly is doing is the same thing we hear, and that's all over the internet and popping up everywhere, of what the Illuminati is doing to a lot of these stars and got the whole entertainment world under arrest. All the same thing R. Kelly is doing and accused of. This is what the Illuminati have been said to do. When you see R. Kelly pissing on a little girl, video with the 14-year-old pissing on her. We hearing now that one of the girls he was having, so far we know, eating his dookie. You get what I'm saying? That's the stuff the Illuminati have them doing, going through rituals to get bigger contracts and things like that. I'm going to touch deeply on that. Having sex with different people and underage people and things like that. These are the same thing they have them doing, recording it all. Just like they be recording them. That's why so many of these stars just cannot come out publicly and expose it. Because they know all the record and footage that they got on them. They got the footage of them having sex with animals. They got the footage of them getting ran trains on by other men and things like that. They got footage of them eating dookie and drinking piss. They don't want that stuff to come out. They don't want that stuff to come out. So guess what? They stay silent and they become bondage to it. Rather than, you know what, trusting in the Lord and say, I don't care. I'd rather be shamed than to keep going through this, man. I don't care what I did in my life. I'm coming out of this. and trusting in God to bring you through. They don't do that. They don't humble themselves to do that. And it's crazy because this is what's actually going on with these brothers and these sisters. You know what I'm saying? And the things going on, what you see R.Kelly doing. All the things R.Kelly been accused of doing is what the Illuminati doing. He make the people sign contracts. He make the people sign contracts. He make saying that he didn't do certain thing to them and that they came here for this. He make them, you know, so it's just real crazy and very bizarre. And just to know that this brother is twisted and out his mind and sick like that. It's too many witnesses coming forward on this for it all to be a lie. Now, don't get me wrong. I know some people was exaggerating stories. Some people actually trying to capitalize financially wise. Some people just sitting around just letting it all play out just to see what's going on. But at the end of the day, man, everything you see going on, it's the same thing we hear about what the Illuminati doing to all these brothers. And it's crazy. It's crazy because this brother is really, really sick. This brother is really, really sick and have a sexual demon. And the interview is crazy and it get real deep. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what to say about R.Kelly. He definitely need to be incarcerated for his crimes and charges he did, but he do need psychiatric help. He definitely do, man. There's something really wrong with this brother. Some people is affected differently by it. R.Kelly brother spoke and testified about when he was sexually molested also by the same family member as his brother R.Kelly was. He just was more stronger than his brother. And that's how it is sometimes. But it don't justify the things that he doing. He believe he can get away with things because he have money. He believe he can get away with things because of his popularity. His brother touched on all those things. It was just showing how shifty and dirty that R. Kelly really is. Anytime you having sex with your real blood family member, your real first cousins and things like that, something is wrong with you, brother. Something is wrong with you and you out of pocket, man. You very, very out of pocket. But that's what happens when you got that sexual demon. It does them type of things, man. And that's why parents need to be mindful of who they let around their children. You need to guard your children, man. Stop just, look, a lot of these women, man, they be so weak and so quick to expose their children to people who they laying down with thinking that they know them. No. That's not cool at all. Or trusting your kids with your family members when you don't even know. No. Always throwing them off on grandmama. Always throwing them off on mama. Always throwing them off on your cousin. You don't know what's being done to them kids when you're not around. And it's sad that it does no good to try to say what you would do to somebody after they already violated your child. You want to stop it before it even get to that point. So that don't even put them in them predicaments and situations. But it is what it is, man. And this is bogus. This is reckless, man. You sitting here, man, doing all these things, man, and then you sitting around pretending like you not. Then you sitting here disrespecting God. His brother was talking about how when he beat the first case, and when he beat the first case, he was trying to tell him, look, Rob, you need to cool down, leave this stuff alone, man. You see, God blessed you, man, and got you out of this, man. You need to do right. And then he said, R. Kelly said to him, God ain't do this, I did this. Right. But I can tell this side, brothers like him move. When he was going through that case, he did a whole gospel album. You know what I'm saying? He did a whole gospel album, praying and begging God to help him out this situation. He didn't trick God. He didn't manipulate God. So, and God didn't let him out. I'm just keeping it real. God didn't let him out of jail because according to the Bible say every good and perfect gift come from above. That wasn't good and perfect for you to be pissing and doing that to young girls and only to not be in prison for it. That ain't good. You know what I'm saying? What's so good about that? And you knowingly did these things. So, Ain't nothing good about that, you know. It's horrible, man. This brother really needs some help, man. We need to really try to find a way to help them, brother. And you always start by prayer. We need to pray for this brother, and we need to hope that he can change his life and turn it around. Real talk. But this your boy Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment that's in question. It's yours. Subscribe to Battle Truth.